It is what it is. Hey, I saw the results. I still woke up and chased. I'm hungry for this. I'm hungry for this. I want the world and everything in it. I just told my girl I love her, say she loving me, but she mad at me, so she spell it L-U-V. Living lavishly, walk around in double C. Got no salary, everything I kill I eat. They all doubted me, till they see me on the screen. They all proud of me, same people that ain't believe. Burning calories, running shit up with my team. Say your majesty, know I'm living like a king. About 25 a day, that's just my daily schedule. Ain't about who doing better, cause we gon' win together. I hit another level, I had to apply the pressure.
What's good, YouTube? What's good, YouTube? We back again with another episode of No Middleman Podcast. It's season 1, episode 21. Forgot to put it on the actual thumbnail, but it's season 1, episode 21. Got my people here with me. We got our girl to the top left, Soft Rain. How you doing, ma'am?
Hey.
And then we got your favorite uncle at the bottom, Uncle Plug from Uncle Plug TV. What's good, my guy?
One love, baby. One love. One love.
Yes.
Everything is grand. Labor Day.
Yeah.
Labor Day.
Labor Day. Did anybody do any labor today?
No. Maybe labor breathing in my nap.
Yeah, everybody over here had a late night last night, man. We brought that bonus episode. Then we talked a little bit behind scenes for a minute. So everybody riding on a little low sleep, but it's good. It's good we here.
Oh, yeah.
As Soft Rain said, welcome. While you're here, make sure you tap that like button, drop a comment in the chat. Subscribe. Do not miss our next live. Let's go. Don't forget to share. Again, we got a good one for y'all today. We got a good one. Last night was a good one, but I think this one was top last night's episode. We got a lot to talk about today. As you guys can see from the thumbnail, the main topic of tonight's conversation is going to be Ray Lewis and Shannon Sharpe. Ravens of a feather flock together. You know what I mean? Ravens of a feather flock together. We got a Ravens fan on here too.
Yeah.
A Ravens fan. So we're going to go into that. We actually got to do a lot of back and forth earlier. You guys make sure you catch that replay of Classic Codes. We actually talked about it up there a little bit. A lot of different opinions, man. So I'm ready to hear what my team got to talk about tonight. But as usual, we do it for people like Oz. I don't know if Oz is in the chat yet. But we got an icebreaker. I don't know if you guys been paying attention to the trans shooter in Minneapolis. So we're going to play a little bit about this. This actually happened last week. So we're going to talk about, we're going to let the news channel and Stage Seal kind of talk about it and then go from there. Hear y'all thoughts. We ain't going to stay on it too long.
Okay.
Because we know how this stuff runs the world. But this is the icebreaker for tonight. The trans shooter rampage out in good old
Ram shooter rampage. That's crazy.
So here we go.
Goes to the Sage Steele show. Sage Steele. It's hard to process this. We've seen it now a couple times for a couple years straight. When do you think society is going to wake up and say enough is enough?
You would think it would have been a long time ago. Jesse, I lived in Connecticut during that Sandy Hook shooting. It took place about an hour from my house, and I'll never forget that moment. I think all of us will unfortunately remember that. And if that wasn't the moment to say, okay, we've got to do something, then I don't know what is. Today is another reminder to me that, frankly, it's even bigger than the trans issue in my mind, Jesse. This is about evil. This is about good versus evil. And it's obviously that there's evil in the hearts of these people who are choosing to go in, premeditated, and go in and kill young children, kill people. Aside from that, it's mental health, right? Anybody who wants to go do something like this has issues, has problems. And there's no way those problems just surfaced today before the shooting. We saw the videos online. I forced myself to watch the 11-minute clip that was put out on X. And when you see him fumbling through dozens and dozens of bullets and guns and magazines, and of course, the letter that he wrote, mental health issues that the adults in the room, whether it's mothers, fathers, siblings, teachers, employers, have chosen to ignore for many reasons probably, but I would say, number one, because of the fear that's been instilled in them to have these conversations with these kids. Obviously, the trans issue, to me, is a mental health issue as well. All these things combined have led to another terrible day like today, but it is rooted in evil.
Yeah, I saw the devil when I watched this video. I've never
Yeah.
seen a more despicable human being watching this video. He's caressing bullets. The things that he talks about are just grotesque, and the kind of glee, the giggling, is diabolical. And the fact that this guy was cruising through life, he has parents, he may have colleagues, he has neighbors. No one noticed that the devil was living right next door. That's insane to be. Where are we here?
Yeah. And again, I go back to 2012 because as soon as this happened today, I thought of the shooter there, Adam Lanza, who ended up, if you recall, he killed his mother before he went over to Sandy Hook School and shot up all those kids and took those innocent lives. And he had a long history of mental health issues. The mother had an affinity for guns and legally had all of them, but she kept them out knowing that her son had these mental health issues. So it does start at home. It does start with the parents and anybody else who notices it. As heartbreaking as it is to be a whistleblower on a loved one, don't we have an obligation to do that? Not just for you and your family, but for everybody in society. I'm heartbroken over it, as I know all of your viewers are as well. But we have to be accountable. And yes, the hatred that is being spewed by our leaders, by the Tim Waltzes of the world, Governor Waltz there in Minneapolis, who also not only makes it a safe haven for transgender people, that's wonderful, but let's focus on their mental health. Also a city that tried to defund the police. So there's a lot going on up there. It doesn't matter where it happens, though. The evil is there. The darkness is there. The mental health issues are there. I believe, like you, it's not about the guns. It starts here and with adults and friends and everybody choosing to ignore.
So as you see there, Stage Steel put it very eloquently. But what are your guys' thoughts on the situation that happened in Minneapolis? We had the trans shooter actually went back to his Catholic school that he once attended, and also his mother used to work at the school as well. His mother and father, just to give y'all a little background, were no longer married. He was living outside of the home, but they did find some of the like vests and all that stuff at the father's home. So, what are your guys' thoughts on this issue?
When are we going to take accountability and responsibility for how our offspring mental issues are not taken care of? I think it goes back to the parents. If the parents know that their children are dealing with mental difficulties and could be somewhat off, then something's got to give. And my thing is too, how did he get access to all the ammunition and the guns and whatnot?
Yeah, where did they be getting all this ammo? Where they be getting these guns from?
The guns from? Did he legally purchase them, or did he get them from the house, or what? I don't know the background to his story. So
let me ask you guys a question coming from like the mental health world. When I was in the military, when people were trying to do like any like transgender surgeries or things of that nature, they had to come through mental health to get like a mental health assessment to make sure like they were stable, they knew what decision they were making, blah, blah, blah. Do you guys feel that once a person makes a transition, they shouldn't be allowed to purchase firearms?
I would think so, because that seemed like a mental issue to me.
yeah,
That's a mental issue. You just,
absolutely.
I mean, to wake up just feeling like you're not you is a mental issue. And I mean, I don't understand where they getting these guns. Like, even if I see somebody come in and they're in that condition, and they're like, "Yo, what's up? What's up, Mo? What's up, Mo? How you doing, my man?" It's Papu Amish friends. What? Oh, okay. What's up? What's up, Papu? How you doing, brother? Welcome to the show, brother. Welcome, man. Long time no see, my brother. And I just wonder. You right. Like, should they sell it to him? No, they should not sell it to him. Straight up.
So with your response, how would you feel that they should be able to protect themselves if somebody countered with that question?
It should be a whole line of questioning. It should be a whole line of questioning. And then being the stigma of a Catholic school itself, it's a lot of bad stigma that come behind, you know what I mean, that in all, the reputation, and then he wants to be a transgender, just for content purposes only. We just saying like something could have happened there. You know what I mean? And with his mother working there, it could be, we talk about the parents, but she could have known about it, or he said something about it. She didn't believe him. That outrage happens, then firearms get purchased. But they say he was caressing the bullets. Like he's been dying to do this for quite some time. And I wonder, what's going on. I don't know. I can't call that one though.
How do you even get to that?
He left a manifesto like that talked about like a lot of like what he wanted to do, like his disbelief with God, and it had a lot of stuff in there that he talked about. So, well, go ahead, April. I'm sorry to interrupt.
You being in mental health, how does one get to a mental state where they just don't care? Like he didn't care about any lives that he was affecting,
not at all.
even his own. That I just don't.
I wouldn't say he doesn't care. A lot of people not gonna like what I'm about to say, but I feel like a lot of this is a failure on the mental health professional side of things. We have gotten to a point where we're providing services, but we're not providing solutions. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like we have to get to a point where, okay, mental health is popular now, right? But now we need to get to a point of mental health also needs to be a reality.
Yeah.
We need to be able to provide someone a diagnosis, but also let them know, like, hey, you can't no longer serve in this military. Hey, we don't think that you purchasing firearms is okay. Hey, like we need to start going down a checklist of things that, hey, if this is the route you're going to go, these are some of the precautions that we feel that needs to be put into place. I feel that we get to a point where we just throwing meds into people. We just drugging people up for content purposes only. We know big pharma moves the world. So I mean, at the end of the day, we have to get to a point where it's not just providing a service, but we need to provide a service with solutions.
Yeah, you're right.
And I feel mental health doesn't have a lot of solutions. We give you material. 333 was a classic. We give you material. We give you homework. We give you assignments to work on. With that being said, yeah, we're giving you tools that you can put in your toolbox, but we also have to start equipping people for real life, like real life,
for sure.
So I would say that mental health has to really pick up on certain areas. I feel like we can't just always we can't tell somebody you have a mental health disorder that falls into like bipolar or personality disorders, and then also say, hey, okay, but go get your reassignment surgery, and we're gonna give you a weapon and put you on the front lines tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like those two things don't make sense. So somewhere in the equation, we have to have some tough love. Hey, if this is the way you want to go, we will assist you, but after everything's done, your service with us is over. Hey,
yeah.
Hey, once you get this, you can't purchase any firearms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be on your driver's license that you chose to do this. Again, that safety of others, right? Like they put that stuff on there for service members. They put disabled veteran, they put PTSD, things of that nature on driver's license for the safeties of service members. So why not do the same thing for people who have mental health disorders? I think we need to learn how to identify these people and provide solutions. You know what I mean? If I feel like when we get to certain topics, we no longer want to provide solutions. It's like, oh, we don't want to point the finger at this to let you know that it's wrong or that it's not correct. That's what I think. Pastor said, hey, this is the convo I like. Let's get. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those things, man. I seen it. Like, I'm no longer in the military, so it don't matter to me no more. Like when I was a recruiter back in 2013 until around 2017, we were literally told not to let people come in if they had any type of transgender thoughts, any type of certain ways that they, we would let them go through the process, but we knew they would fail at MEPS. Like there were documents out there. I kept a lot of my old recruiter like documents and memos we received, and then all of a sudden when numbers start hurting, we start taking whatever. Or because you got to think about the money that it costs for people to get reassignment surgery and then live for the rest of their life that way. You need hormones, you need all this medication that costs us billions of dollars.
Yeah.
So that's your taxpayer dollars paying for that, so, and then let's say if they stay in their whole career and they retire, you're still paying for that for the rest of their life as a taxpayer. For instance, you guys pay for my medical care. You know what I mean? Like I'm retired. I think we just got to have the hard conversations, and it's okay. This is what we go back to classes show about assessing and judgment, right?
Right.
It's okay to assess and provide a judgment. It's not meaning that we look at differently, but hey, if this is what's going to happen, we have to provide solutions that work.
Solutions to it, yeah.
So that's my opinion.
And even with bariatric surgery, like getting a sleeve done, or a gastric bypass, or a D-switch done, you have to get a mental evaluation before they would even approve you for those surgeries. Me going, because I went through the process of, I haven't had the surgery, but went through the process of trying to get approved. Losing weight is mental too, so if you have to do that just to have a bariatric surgery, you got to do the process of a gender change too. That's way more mental to me than what a bariatric surgery would.
And then, like pretty much like you just said, right? You got to go through all these hoops to go lose weight. So why not create hoops for people who want to get reassignment or change their gender? Hey, we'll let you do it, but for these next 2 years, we need you to be on your medication. We're going to check all these things before we do any surgeries. We're going to put all these precursors in front. Now, after 2 years or 24 months, after you have shown me that you're really dedicated to it, because sometimes people have these surgeries and then they regret it.
Or then they try to have reversals and all that too.
Yeah. So just things out there. I know we kind of got off on a tangent, but it comes down to solution based when it comes to this. And at the end of the day, it's still an active shooter. I'm big on, I think people should be armed in schools. I believe that wholeheartedly. I feel like teachers should be able to bear arms to protect students. That's my opinion. Yes, there should be some type of training and course that everybody has to go through, but there should be people on scene ready to go. And if y'all notice, they're starting to target
one SRO for a whole school is not enough.
Yeah. And prayers out to the family. There were 2 young kids that passed away from this. So prayers to the family out there. I'm not going to get into the political part about Welch or all that. That's not what we're here for today. But yeah, just wanted to have this conversation. It did happen. And do you have anything plug before we move on? I don't want to stay on it too long.
No.
So, prayers to the families out there, man. Prayers to the family. All right. So as you guys can see, we're talking about solutions. So hopefully we can come up with some solutions for these next 2 gentlemen. There's going to be 2 videos that I actually play. This first one's going to be Shannon Sharpe on his nightcap show with Ocho. I'm going to play a little bit of this, and then we're going to go over to the Ray Lewis conversation. So this is Shannon Sharpe being called out by Ray Lewis, but we're going to hear Shannon Sharpe first, and then I want to really dive deep into this.
Not realizing who you play week 1 on Thursday. So when the game come Thursday, and I can't wait to Thursday night show, because if the goddamn Eagles run their ass up and down the goddamn field against the Cowboys, Jerry again then put his foot in his goddamn mouth.
My thing is, Ocho, I don't really see the need. If we break up, I don't need to say anything negative about you.
Yeah, never will. Ever.
Because I didn't say that. All those things that I'm saying about you now, you were those exact same thing when I was walking around arm in arm and we key and showing up to events together. You were all those things. You didn't do anything that caused us to break up that you weren't doing when we were together. It seems to me, whatever Jerry's saying about Micah now, did he just get that way in the offseason, or had he been like that since you got him? Now, pretty soon, stuff's going to start coming out. Probably he missed meetings and he wasn't late to practice and he wasn't doing this. It's going to come out. Watch what I tell you now. You go watch what I tell you.
And it's going to get there, y'all. They kind of segue into it. They just don't bring it up.
Kind of slipped out because he said something about Jay-Z about showing up to meetings and all this and stuff like that. But it's some more stuff going to come out. Stuff. You never accept anything in a win you wouldn't in a loss.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people that will accept as long as we winning. Well, if a guy missed meetings, if a guy missed practice and you winning, if you start to lose, why is it a problem? You accepted it when you was winning. So why is it unacceptable when you're losing? That's why you don't accept things in a win you wouldn't in a loss, because you're setting a bad precedent. You're setting I'm telling you, you let guys guys come in overweight, Ocho, and they're a pound or two, because you know why, Ocho? It's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
You know how I know? Because your boy, you looking at him, he low-hanging fruit. And there are a lot of people taking your shot at your boy.
Come on now.
Y'all can have it. Y'all got it. Y'all got me. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We're going to be all right, Ocho.
Yeah.
Now, Tribute say we're going to be all right.
Yeah, I could have told you that. I could have told you that. I've been telling you that.
Yeah.
So
everybody want to pile on. Everybody jump on now. Hey, we got him down, Ocho. We got him down. The best time to, hey, let me get my lick now. Everybody want to get a lick now because when your boy was doing good, you hear a lot of people that have a whole lot to say. Everybody got something to say.
So now we're going to transition over to Ray Lewis so that you guys can understand the reference point of what Shannon Sharpe is speaking on. This is Ray Lewis calling out Shannon Sharpe. So we're going to play a little bit of this. Let's see here. On Pat Bet David show.
Shannon Sharpe, did you think he was one day going to be a good TV guy personality?
Yeah.
So you knew he was made for TV?
Yeah.
And would he say he's going to do it?
Yes, he had already started prepping.
How much before he retired did he come?
He'd been started.
Oh, so he's known he's going to be doing that.
Yeah.
So you're not surprised by the success he's having with his podcast and TV and him and Skip and Stephen A, all that stuff?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm shocked at his content. I wouldn't, in a million years, the things that Shannon has said now or did now, I would never believe that Shannon would say or do any of this.
Like what?
Simply, I take drinking. Shannon, in my entire career, I've never saw Shannon with a drink. Ever. Like it was against the law, right? Because he had some stuff in his family that he didn't want to follow that. And then so I kind of started to watch him, and then we kind of went our own separate ways because I'm like, you're going to take that route.
All right, so we're going to stop it there first. I want to hear your guys' opinions about what you've seen. Shannon Sharpe started saying that people take jabs at you when you're low-hanging fruit, like himself. We have Ray Lewis speaking on Shannon Sharpe here. And I want to point something out because we debated, I guess we debated about this on Classic Code show, and they were saying that, it was kind of different because they was once friends, things of this nature. If you heard what Ray Lewis said too, he did make mention that they end up parting ways. And that's why I mentioned on Classic Codes that maybe they had this conversation before. Not justifying that he should come out and talk about it publicly, but with that being said, we don't know what was said. So I'm gonna leave my thoughts there until you guys give whoever would like to start. I know Uncle Plug had some things when he was on Classic Codes today. So what are your thoughts about it, Plug?
First and foremost, I want to say, man, Ocho's solid, bro. Ocho is solid. That's what I value. Real friendship.
He's solid to a fault.
He to a fault? I don't think so.
I'll tell you why.
Because bruh made a mistake. Yeah, he up bad. He effed up bad. You did, Shannon. You should have seen it coming. But one thing you do when your boy in the good or the bad, you stand by your partner. You stand by your partner. You stand by your partner. No matter what, man, come hell or high water, man, you ride. That's what friendship is. How you gonna duck and that, oh, I gotta protect my brand. Man, the real one's gonna ride, man. Let everybody that was falsified, let them fake off. Let them fall off. It's all good. While you was up, really ain't nobody to celebrate you but your fans. These people that's in this podcast space is your colleagues in a sense, but they're not your friends. They're not your fans. They're not the ones who are your supporters. They're not supposed to be. If this supposed to be, some people look at this as a competitive space, and some people look at this as a collaborative space. Most people are competitive. They're competitive. They're trying to up one. They're trying to be up on one. And seeing that everybody was trying, like he set a milestone in a bar that was extremely high with that Cat Williams interview. But don't nobody get it twisted, because he was still doing millions before Cat Williams. He was doing millions. So now that he's down and Ray's taking that shot, I wouldn't say Ray taking the shot. Ray's coming at it from a point of view that I know this guy. And what I'm seeing ain't what it is. I'm pretty sure they didn't have a conversation. I'm pretty sure they didn't ran into each other either at a football game. Because when I was at Raymond James Stadium, I ran into Chad Ochocinco. I ran into Chris Godwin Daddy. I ran into many of football players, many of retired baseball players just in my section. You know what I mean? So I would see that already. So I know they've been congregating together. So I know they've been ran into each other. He said, man, I don't know. And Ray, the type of cat, I know he from Polk County. Ray from Polk County. So I'm pretty sure Ray has told him how he felt. Prior to going to this interview, he felt comfortable saying whatever he had to say, because I'm pretty sure him being from Polk County, where I'm at, I'll let you know what's going on and how I feel about what you're doing. And he said what he said. He said what he said. Okay, well then, boom, it is what it is. It's funny that dude interviews Ray. I don't know if I didn't see the whole interview. I don't know if he had an interview, and being that they played on the same team, then he asked him about what's going on with Shannon Sharpe. You know, but I don't think I don't know what Ray has going on right now that would bring him to a panel right now. I don't know if he has a book coming out, or he's out, you know, he's got a program going on, or he's doing this or that, or whatever the case may be. I don't know why Ray is even there, but I'm pretty sure he's there for a reason, and he didn't just come there just to speak on Shannon. That was probably just a part of the situation. But I don't know.
I'm trying to see what classic mean. You said Ray doesn't
know Shannon. He knew Shannon. Ray doesn't know Shannon. He knew Shannon.
They were teammates for years.
I think what he's saying, like, he probably knew Shannon, the football player, but didn't know Shannon, the person.
Well, it looks like Shannon, the person, changed a lot from Shannon. Yeah. From the Shannon, the person that he displayed to Ray Lewis. You know, he didn't drink. Right. He even talked about that stuff with his brother, you know. So
right.
It's not like he's saying any lies.
Yeah. He didn't know him to be on this type of time, smoking, drinking, whatever the case may be. He didn't know him in that facet. He didn't know him like that. So I can understand that. I can understand that. You know what I mean? If some people do pivot, but at the end of the day, it's like that's not the man that he knew. So he's explaining like the way he's explaining it to me in that interview, as if he had this conversation with him, letting him know like I ain't know Shannon to be like this one. I'm saying Shannon has changed, and Ray doesn't know this version of Shannon. Well,
Right.
when you like what I said on your show, bro, in the comments, when you step into a realm that you're unaware of, you're bound to make mistakes. You bound to make mistakes. And when you have, well, I would say to the heights that he grew to, he probably was comfortable in the undisputed realm, being on
repeat. You coming in and out, so we didn't hear a bunch of what you. We heard we heard you at the Ram part. Start from there, because like you went out.
Okay, so when you're dealing with, when you're stepping into different realms, you're gonna make mistakes. When you're stepping into different realms, you're gonna make mistakes. That's just a part of the game. You know, when you and out here it's spiritual warfare. You know, when you see that you was doing this, if you was on the wrong side of things and you start to pray and understand that God is in control of your life, you're gonna start to move in that facet. You're gonna start to move in that facet toward the light. Now, if you've been doing something this way and then you started to lean a little bit this way out of the realm, now you're starting to get some success in that realm, you'll go farther from that light into that darkness and won't even recognize which direction you're going. You won't understand what direction you're going until that was that wake-up call for bro. It was that wake-up call. It was a wake-up call. Sometimes you got to get slapped, you got to get body slammed in this game so God can get you back on point and say, hey, listen, you stepping a little bit too far. You one of them ones. Your voice is very, you know what I mean? Like I knew Shannon from a football player. So so his impact on me, and I'm probably a lot of people in my age bracket who would play with him on, you know, on the first Maddens when he was a Denver Bronco, like his impact is a little different to me than it would be somebody a little younger than me.
Yeah.
They might know Shannon in the later years of his career going into broadcasting and podcasting. But I've known him before that. And I'm talking about Shannon was the tight end that I was looking at when I played in high school. Was like he was the one, the tight end that was working out with the linebackers.
Yeah.
Shannon was always like, they look at Shannon, boy, Shannon in shape. Shannon always been in shape. Shannon always been a specimen from the beginning. Like he and his big brother was one of my favorite players, even though I ain't a Green Bay Packer fan, but he was one of my favorite players. Shut Sterling was like that. One of the best in the league, one of the best at his position for real. So I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough when you stepping into a different realm, bro, and you don't really understand where you're going, bro. It's tough. It'll get you. I'll tell you, devil will get you every time.
What you think, April?
Well, the key phrase that he said is when he saw Shannon drinking and doing different things that they had to pull away from each other. So he separated himself from Shannon because he saw these changes in Shannon that he wasn't used to or knowing how Shannon was. So I believe Ray Lewis, he probably pulled back from Shannon more than Shannon pulling back from him. So
do you feel like what Ray Lewis did was wrong on this
podcast? It wasn't for him to be doing that. It's like airing somebody's dirty laundry. To me, that's how I feel. So
this is what I say this part. I said a lot in the chat, but this is one of the things that people have to understand. Because we keep talking about, you know, realms and spiritual. What you put out is what you receive. Shannon Sharpe whole platform is exactly what Ray Lewis is doing today. Everybody gets to come on his show and air out whoever they want.
Yeah.
And
So
we
you just-
will
Yeah.
and we will praise everybody that comes on his show, including Pat Williams. We will praise it. And we'll try to put all these different parameters on exposing and no, people come on Shannon Sharpe's platform to put out dirty laundry on other people. That's why his show is popping the way it is. You got someone who went on a podcast, regardless if you look at him as friend or foe, who put your business out there regardless.
Yeah.
We have to get away from this emotional stuff and how we feel people should stand on. We got to get away from that when we're having
his business is public.
When we're having a conversation, this is a conversation.
His issues is public.
Yeah. And then it's like, that's why I was saying that to me, Chad is a good friend at fault, because we forget how Shannon disrespected Chad Ochocinco in front of the world, because Chad chose to not take a Uber and was late for a show, and he chastised a grown man on national TV. But we forget about all that stuff, and then we all want to come to the protection of Shannon Sharpe. We got to hold everybody to the same accountability and the same standard. Shannon Sharpe ripped this grown man. I'm talking about he went in on him for almost an hour. That video went viral of him telling Chad, you got to do things right, man. We're a business now, man. We blowing up, man. You wondering why you ain't got a job on ESPN and stuff yet. Like, you're doing the same. So Chad, yes, he's a great loyal friend, but he's a good friend at fault. And sometimes we never know if people are staying in friendships because they're fully benefiting.
Now, let's just say that correction happens behind the scenes. No one ever sees it.
Yeah, that's different.
I looked at it totally different. You know what I mean? I looked at it totally different. Sometimes some people need to see how another person gets checked so they know how to check. To say like, yeah, we good with this on screen, you know what I'm saying, persona we got going on, this friendship that we got. But at the same time, I get on Chad. Get on Chad because I know Chad can be better than what he is, and I'm gonna stay on Chad.
I did it to you last night.
Yeah. That chastisement needs to be it needs to be done for real, so people can see it. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, we can still go behind the scenes and still be like, damn, bro, you know you hurt my feelings, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but at the same time, bro, people need to see that because now they done moved past. Now people done seen them chastising him, receive it. They done moved past it. Now we speaking on it, but it's a dead issue in their house, and Chad been on time. Yeah, Chad been on time, and that's a good thing. People need to see like if you don't never, even as a child coming up in the house, you feel me? And you ain't never seen your parents argue, you never seen them go into an argument, go through an argument, and come out the other side of an argument. So when you a grown man and you going through with your old lady, you don't even know how this transpired. Now you got to go back to the source and find out, man, well, me and such and such going through with it. How I get through it? Because you ain't never see it.
Yeah,
you gotta see the turmoil, you gotta see the chastisement, so you can see how they move past it.
So you don't have an issue with what Ray Lewis did?
Nah, I ain't got no issue with what Ray Lewis did, because at the end of the day, I'm pretty damn sure that Ray ain't no chump and Shannon ain't no chump. And I'm pretty sure that when they seen each other, I'm pretty sure Ray told him how he felt. And that was in the air. They already knew what was up. He already know what was up. He said, "They're taking shots at your boy while you down." I don't think that necessarily is Ray. But I don't think I think he's speaking on. I think he was speaking on nobody specifically. I think he was talking about the world. I think he's talking about the world on his neck.
But this is also a moment where Shannon shouldn't be playing victim.
Hell no.
This goes back.
Hell no, you can't. Hey,
this goes back to the conversation we had last night about Tyreek Hill, right? Every choice you made, you brought it upon yourself. No one is beating you while you down, Negro. You put yourself down.
Yourself in there, and it ain't the judgment. It ain't the judgment. It's when you do that. When you do certain things, everybody judges. It's about the ridicule. Judgment is a metaphor
for ridicule. I'm not ridiculing you. I'm judging you on what you've done. Like, bro, you was wrong on that. That's judgment. Me telling you was wrong. I'm telling you wrong. I just judged you on that. But at the same time, I'm not here to ridicule you and make you feel less of a man than what you is. Be like, hey man, I don't like the way you stepped out that truck with that tight ass fit on, bro. I know somebody must have told you were fine, whatever that case may be. But at the same time, bro, you're a representation of successful black men right now. And right now, you out here in La La Land, and you putting on for the wrong culture. You don't need our young men don't need to see you do that, bro.
But this is my thing, and I follow this. This is why I pay attention to everything. That's my main goal while I'm on this platform and being a content creator is to pay attention to everything, because everything has its place. And people forget when Shannon Sharpe was on top, when somebody called out Shannon Sharpe name, he wanted to fight Mike Epps. Hey, I'm gonna be in Indy for the All-Star game. Meet me here. He wasn't hiding, but the moment you down, you want everybody now to hold their card. Their chest. Like, see, I will protect Shannon if he didn't have all these displays of all this other stuff, all this hyper alpha male type ability when he was up. When he was up, before he lost jobs, after that Cat Williams interview, anybody who wanted smoke, Shannon gave him smoke.
You right.
But now we want to sit and whine for a grown man. Man, if I was my friend and a grown man, y'all got to get y'all out of this stuff. What you put out, you will receive back. What you put out, you will receive back. Get your emotions out of it. Stop trying to say that if there was a friend, they wouldn't do this and that. No. Shannon was never a friend when he was on top. He had smoke for anybody who wanted it. You could meet Shannon anywhere. When y'all talked about him at the basketball game, he tried to fight old boy daddy. Ja Morant dad. He had smoke for everybody when he was on top. And now y'all coming to the rescue? That's not right. Like, see, I keep up with everything you do. Because you're not gonna run this game on me of, oh, I'm down now and don't talk about me. Nah, bro.
Nah, you gotta take the good with the bad, homeboy.
You had smoke for the whole world when you was on top.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
But who he went crawling back to? His brother Sterling. You didn't never talk about your brother Sterling before he got in the Hall of Fame. Y'all got to keep it real, man. Let me read some stuff here. See,
I hear you, big dog.
Yeah, that stuff makes me upset when people do that.
But hey, you right. I ain't even argue. I can't argue with you. You gotta take that good with the bad.
Oh yeah.
When you're up,
class.
When you're up, be humble.
Choose
wisely and accordingly. Hey,
Classic said, I got friends who have made 180s and I'm still right here. Now, if they change, I can't say the same. Ted said, yeah, that's true. I did forget about how he disrespected. Oh yeah, y'all remember everything. Now y'all were going hard.
No, I didn't see disrespect, bro. I didn't see disrespect,
we ain't
bro.
We ain't talking about you, Plug. You didn't see it as disrespect. I seen it as disrespect.
But look, men. Let me take.
It's the way he went at it with Chad. He knew Chad always had this routine of riding with fans from airports. Chad been doing that since he was in the NFL.
Yeah.
You have that initial talk with him off the camera.
Now let's go back. I'm pretty sure.
All right. I'm gonna read this comic. I don't want to get too far behind. He said, okay, that Class said a person can get on the platform and say what they want. That is true. However, if they already spoken in private and choose to air me out, when I see you, toss me those 16 hours. And you choose. Ted said it's also about the relationship. Maybe Chad and Shannon have the big bro type relationship.
Of course.
3 ways to handle conflict. conversation, separation, and confrontation.
Or confrontation.
If I'm Shannon, I'm choosing distance. But if we at the same place at the same time, furniture is moving.
Move that furniture.
Shannon ain't a victim at all. He allowed it to happen. Yep, big fact.
Oh yeah,
all the way around.
And then men must be men. I want to hit that in a second too. After I let plug. He said disrespect and correction aren't always the same. Shannon offered Chad correction. Ray was disrespectful. If Shannon, I'm breathing smoke. Ted said Shannon ain't the same person. Ray knew. They also seem to have different goals. Welcome in. Dre Skywalker said, I swear, I don't know how I don't know what the conversation is, but Miss Rain has my attention. Lord have mercy. All right. Have in, Dre. Hey. Dre. You can't cook okra, though. So as long as you don't want okra, you good. It's never fun when the rabbit got the gun. Big facts, Ted. Ted said, if I have a co-host, I wouldn't have brought it on air. That's why I thought of it as disrespect. It would have been. I agree with you there. We agree in there, Ted.
I correction. A man that can't stand for correction, bro, because that made Chad better, bro.
Yeah, but it has to.
He probably didn't have this. He probably had this conversation before. He'd have probably had this conversation before. You don't get that upset or you don't get like that if you have not had this conversation before.
I would disagree.
Man, y'all crazy. Man, no. For some content purposes, no, man. I'm checking you, bro.
No, but if you think about the conversation, go back and I know you said you watched it a few times. Go back and watch it again. Everything that Shannon said when that conversation was up was about them getting more of the bag. Everything came back to everything came back to the money. And that's what I'm saying. Shannon only had these talks when the money started talking. That's my thing. Shannon only talks when the bag is at stake. Shannon is quiet when the bag is at risk.
Why you think he at this, bro? Why you think they in this space, bro?
Who in this?
Why you think he chose Ocho? He did his research.
I think
Ocho
chose him. I don't think he chose Ocho.
Man, listen.
I think Ocho.
That man was on I Am Athlete. They offered him the pivot. He did not go for the pivot because that wasn't the space he was trying to be in. That space that he's in now, I'm telling you, Shannon did his research. The numbers, I used to watch I Am Athlete. When Chad was on there, it was a whole different show, whole different element. Chad brought a whole cool, chill, just a different vibe to the show when Chad was there, man. Chad don't go off no script. Chad off the dome with heels, and they love him, and the audience love him. I'm pretty sure if it's 500,000, I'm pretty sure that 300 is Chad and the 200 is Shannon. I'm telling you, because folks like Ocho, man. Folks like Chad is lovable. So for them to see that, you know when he did that, people are going to side with Ocho and say, man, you disrespected Ocho. But at the end of the day, correction, a man that cannot stand for correction and counsel is a man running wild. So at the end of the day, telling him you are dangerous. So at the end of the day, man, hey, listen, we done had these conversations. You know why we in this space. I know how you live. I know you're very frugal with your money. At the end of the day, this right here is going to have you to live. So you don't have to live like that no more. This is that you put that extra bag. This is your extra bag to do more up things, like to do more things. You don't have to do that stuff no more. It's time. So you need to be here on time. You're getting to this money that we're getting to is allowing you to not do these damn carpool Uber shares. You need to take your private shit and get here on time. And that I'm pretty sure that discussion was prior to them even starting the show. And they didn't had this discussion. And Shannon he's told the world, I am a workaholic. I am a perfectionist. I like for things to go properly. That's what he said. And Chad knows this. So he didn't had this. I know he'd had that discussion with Chad before. I know everybody views it as disrespect, but that correction is definitely necessary. Definitely necessary.
Ted said it didn't need to be on a show, though, in my opinion. Dre said, hey, he can cook the okra. He liked that. All right, you ain't got to do nothing. Tez down said, if I do it publicly, it invites everyone else to step. It really isn't everyone else's business. Yeah, it makes some money for sure, but at what cost will you sell for? Yeah. I think Shannon is getting what he put out. And until he learns that he's receiving what he puts out, it will continue to happen.
What goes around come right back on around.
Yeah. Like I just don't see how everybody took it so personal. Like Ray just told his side.
Yeah.
How long do Ray got to be silent? Because I think somebody put in the comments, Kat said everything because it was like therapy for him. What if that was therapy for Ray Lewis? We got to give everybody the same grace and same opportunity. We can't just pick and choose for what's right and what's wrong. Like I done seen Shannon go off the handle a lot when that paper was right. Now that you're trying to straighten up and do better to secure another bag, you know, I mean, it's the same guy who had an accidental sex tape and then the same night was promoting a sex pill as part of his apology. He said I don't think people are extremely fickle, Classic. I think we don't want to live in reality. You gotta live in reality. We put labels on people because people don't act the way we want them to act. That's weird to me. I would never put a label on someone just because you don't act the way I want you to act. I'm either gonna deal with you or I'm not gonna deal with you. I'm not gonna put a label on you. You know what I mean? Like he said 2% milk expiration on most relationships of all kinds. I don't know, man. Like I think it's all about how people look and view at things. You know what I mean? And I think this is a lesson for a lot of men, right? Let's say if me and Plug had a discussion, maybe now me and Plug know, hey, at the end of the discussion, we need to say, hey, bro, this stays in this room. This don't go nowhere. This is a lesson. Yeah. Maybe we got to start closing loops correctly when we have conversations. Hey, you know what I mean? Hey, I understand we about to go our separate ways. Hey, I won't speak on this if you don't want me to ever speak on it. Let me know now. Because if somebody
I'm sorry. Is it different because it's coming from Ray when they used to be friends?
I think people are still looking at Ray they're looking at the criminal Ray. Just like they said, just like everybody saying Shannon has changed, nobody don't want to accept that Ray Lewis has changed.
Right.
See, we don't accept everybody's situation. We accept some people's situation. Because that's what everybody was bringing up. Man, this is the same Ray Lewis that's what Anton brought up, you know, the allege of all the charges and stuff. People don't want to forget the old Ray
25 years ago, man.
But they don't want to forget that, you know what I mean? But then when it comes to Shannon, we need to forget that, hey, he pivoted, he changed.
Right.
You know, but as a friend, if me and Plug are good friends and Plug told me, man, I'm never gonna drink, man, because of X, Y, and Z, and I see my homeboy start taking a drink, I need to sit down and talk with him. Right. He just told me the situation, why he won't ever do that. Hey, bro, you changing your whole stance now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't just switching from like loose clothes to tight clothes. You know what I mean? Like for real, this dude had a vice in his life that he didn't want to touch.
Yeah.
And now your friend saying, hey, bro, you ain't never been that person. Man, you making a cognac too? So you selling the same thing that you said killed something that affected you in your life? That's called selling your soul.
Yes, sir.
But you know, we don't want to have those talks. We want to just talks. Hey,
leaning from the light.
Correct. Okay. Hey, Ray got her a party. Stay tuned. We got some other topics. She might need you. She might need you later on in the show. Ted said they aren't looking at Pastor Lewis. They looking at the gangster. Amen. Ted's correct as well. I say it often. If you ever see me light a cigarette, I'm having a conflict. Gotta talk to me in person.
Yeah.
Class said the playing field is fair for all. How people handle public disrespect is still an individual decision. Shannon isn't perfect, and that's okay. But he owed Ray that fade.
He's still.
Hey, but you know what? Classic. If that was true, Shannon would have still had that same energy for Ray that he had for Mike Epps. That's how we know that he's code switching. You gotta look at the big picture. He don't want to catch no fade. He wanted to catch a fade with Mike Epps because he thought he was gonna be able to do Mike Epps. But if you know Mike Epps' story, Mike Epps would have gave Shannon that work.
So, question.
No, he wouldn't have gave him that work. He had goons.
Yeah. I read his book. Mike Epps would have. Trust me, he would have been all right in Indy.
So was what Shannon said in the clip you played in response to what? Okay, I was just making sure because
He had already seen it because the interview came out before they went on.
Okay.
If you notice, he was looking at his phone throughout too. I'm sure a lot of people probably was sending him DMs. All that stuff too. But
yeah.
But yeah, I just thought it was a good topic, man. It's good to see we don't supposed to agree on everything.
Of course not.
I think it's one of those things. I think, hey, let's see how Shannon moves from here on out, and maybe us as a community should hold him more and more accountable for everything he put out.
Yeah,
have the same lenses on when he put out other content that don't match what y'all are talking about. Dre said, actually, it sounds like some PTO guys may be having crushes on each other after the fact.
Huh?
PTO guys, PTO.
Elaborate,
PTO.
Dre.
What's PTO, bro? I don't know what PTO means.
Sounds like some PTO guy.
The only PTO I know is paid time off. That's all. Paid time off.
Y'all got anything? That was a good one right there. Good.
It was.
Yeah. Right there. Y'all have anything else for old Ray and Shay?
Go Ravens.
Go Ravens.
You said go Ravens.
He said parent teacher organization.
Yeah, parent teacher. Pro guys, my bad.
Oh, pro guys.
Okay.
Guys maybe have crushes on each other after the fact. Oh.
Okay. For content purposes only.
Allegedly.
So next, man, I'm ready to really hear. I want to hear Plug on this one. I can't say too much about this because I don't speak on things I don't live or haven't experienced. So I'll say a little bit, but I'm gonna lead this up to Plug here. This next segment we're going into is Charleston White dressing the snitching. He talks about Young Thug, and he also talks about Steven Jackson. So we're about to get this queued up for y'all real quick, and we're gonna get it started.
He still get his C's. He still get his G's hit. Why y'all let these sell too? That's why he attacked me in the barbershop. But you got the black community clapping. But they're saying I'm wrong for snitching. So when Woody come home, they clap for Woody. Oh, Woody's so loving, but they kill a bunch of people. Just 10 years ago, the FBI said he's the most dangerous man in Atlanta. And they clapping for him. Mm-hmm. But I'm the bad guy for wanting to tell on these kind of guys. Yeah. So now Young Thug done come out snitching. Young Thug got a video in the interrogation room for 2 hours having dialogue with the police about crime and criminals, but he don't want to work with Donna. Come on, homie, look at the hypocrisy. So God made me the sacrificial lamb. That's why I have this off, because I have been attacking evil. They've been saying I've been evil, but that's why God won't let nothing happen to me, because though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. I've been speaking against evil. So who gonna hurt somebody speaking against evil? They preach evil. They go commit crimes and put it on songs. That's how they were able to give them. And they use the songs against them. So Boosie killed 9 people, went to trial for 5. Used a 16-year-old to kill 5 people, and this kid didn't make over $50,000. He paid $2,000 per hit. And people saying God on his side. You're not when he got a 15-year-old doing life in prison. And by the way, I helped work on that law to try to get this kid out. It's called JLY, juvenile life without parole. I went to Washington, D.C. over 4 or 5 times. We got it abolished, but you know what? They didn't make it retroactive for the boy Boosie used.
So I want to break this down into some parts because he go with detail. How do you guys feel about that when you hear we hear Boosie music and then you hear true stories about things that really going on, which I'm sure that we all ain't naive to. With that being said, first, I got 2 questions for y'all. First, do you believe in snitching? And 2, how do you guys feel about knowing that Boosie has made millions while there's a young man in prison given life since he was like 15 years old?
Go ahead, Plug.
What was the first question? What do I what?
The first one, do you believe in snitching?
No. Absolutely not. But at the same time, who the you going with? Who you going to commit this crime with? Who you going to serve with? Who you going to hit the lick with? Who you going to do this with? What qualifies this young man that's standing next to you? He might be good to go get something to eat with. He might be good to go catch a drink with. He might be cool to sit in the hood and parlay and crack jokes and catch a couple of stings, while you're doing your thing, whatever the case may be. But you don't know, buddy. You don't know, buddy. Because if you knew, buddy, you would know that he wouldn't be in that position anyway. I always say, if you gonna do it by your motherfucking self. Because you shouldn't tell on you. But it seems like these young men be telling on their damn self. I never heard of this. This is the weirdest space I've ever seen in my life. And and stitching is against all. It's against everything. It's against everything. But I tell you this here. Nobody knows where the nose goes when the doors are closed, boy. So you don't know what going on behind that. You understand? You got to know who you standing with. You got to know who you falling with. You got to know who you winning with, and you got to know who you losing with. Yeah. You gotta know. You gotta know. So I can't blame Buddy. That's your fault. That'll be my fault. That'll be his fault. Because you don't know him like that. You might think you know him like that, but you don't know him like that. You don't know Buddy like that to go hit no lick with. It's crazy how most of these people give away blind trust when they life on the line. They give away, it's the lightest trust. It's like you'll sit there and set a drink down and be looking over your shoulder 37 times to make sure that nobody put none in your drink. But you'll jump in the car with pistols and rifles and ARs that go hit a lick and don't even be on the same mentality. You about to put your whole life on the line. You about to put your health on the line watching this drink. You might pass out somewhere. Somebody might take your manhood from you. But you finna put your whole life on the line, just jumping in the car with all these switches and whatnot to ride with somebody. You ain't never did this before. Yeah. They actually set us up in the military to go to war with somebody that we don't know. Yeah. I've actually had bumps and fights in the club, and Buddy wouldn't even lift a finger to fight in the club. And we in the same unit. If we got to go to war, he got to be my battle buddy. And he won't even fight in the club.
Dre Dre said, "Amen, Uncle Plug. Telling is snitching. Snitching is against the code. But who is upkeeping the code? Strange, ain't it?"
The code has to be taught. This is the most dangerous thing to everything. It's too much information being given to people who didn't earn it. 14 years old, went to try to get my first ounce. Bruh told me this here. Oh yeah, come back in a little bit, man, and see like if you really want to do this, man. I had to leave. Come back. Oh, so you really want to do this? So let me tell you some things. This is what happened. This is what go down. This is what go down. This is what go down. This, that, and the third. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear none of that. If this go this way, I'm doing this to you. If this go this way, I'm doing this to you. I knew everything that was supposed to go down before I took that thing from it. Everybody else, they just, here you go, dog. Go do it. Make you some money, dog.
Yeah.
Go make you some money, dog.
That's because that's what it looks like in the movies now.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. But that ain't the game. It's too much information. When mistakes happen when the inexperienced try to do what the experience does.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what you doing. You done gave him that whole thing. You ain't tell him how to psych it up. He don't know what a nick is. He don't know what a dime is. He don't know what a quad is. You gotta get the game. The game is missing. You're in the game, but you haven't been properly coached. You ain't been properly trained.
And it's crazy that you say that, Plug, because so when I grew up in the 80s, but then you go into the early 90s, like I remember game members would tell us, "Hey, go in the house." Hey,
yeah.
Like literally, like they would tell you, like, "Hey, this ain't what you want to do." Like
right.
nobody that we were associated with that chose to live that alternative life ever promoted that to be what you wanted to do.
Because he's seen you, bro. He's seen you when you walk past and you had both your hands on your book bag and your head was down when you was walking past it. He didn't see you. You ain't never made no eye contact. You ain't never made a man move since you've been walking by here. Now you want to, not on a random Tuesday, you want to walk out here and say you want to be a part of this. You ain't showed him nothing. You ain't walked by with your head up, looked everybody in the eye, said, "What's up, y'all? What's up, man? Oh, that boy, that might be ready." You ain't showed him no sign. You ain't showed him no sign that you was ready for this warfare out here. You walking by like this right here the whole time. You walking by terrified. You scared of us, so what you gonna do against the dudes you don't even know? You see us 5 times a week coming from school. You don't even know it, and you scared of us. What you gonna do with some dudes that don't know you and don't care?
Yeah. Shout out
everybody jump in the game. Every time, everybody want to jump in the game. Everybody want to be in the game. Everybody want to talk the game. Nigga talk, yeah, went and got me a brick. You don't even know how many ounces in the brick. Now they done told you how many ounces in the brick. Now how you gonna break it down? All right, so now you done listen to a song. Now you know how to re-rock now. Oh, you done listen to a song. You know how to bust it down now, huh? Oh, you know how to chef it up now. That what you saying? You and your song time? No, I'm gonna chef it up. Chef up what? What you put in it? How much baking soda did you put in it?
And these are the same guys that would take it. They would get my mom groceries out the car, bring them into the house, everything. Like
a gangster is a gentleman.
Every Christmas, it was always like a shootout because like we lived in an apartment complex, but then you got a fence that separated us from what we call a Turkey Park. So you had the Crips on this side and the apartments. You go over the fence, it's all bloods. Like so, like. Every Christmas, we would see this in the hood. Like they're walking out with their bandana. They be like, "Hey, y'all go in the house, man." It's about to get like they already knew. And then it was funny because shout out to my boy Red and Troy. They were brothers, but one was a Crip and one was a Blood. They done shot at
the weirdest thing in the world.
They done shot at each other.
And you ask them why they gang banging. I bet you 75% of them will say, "I don't even know, bro."
Yeah,
they don't even know. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. If you really knew black leaders of our day, community revolutionary in progress, why y'all beefing? Please make sense of this for me. I never understood that. I never understood black leaders of our day. I never understood community revolutionary progress. Why are y'all beefing? That is the weirdest thing in the world. Y'all got to bring this to the square, and y'all got to make it make sense to the public. And if you can't make it make sense, and don't tell me about such and such and died and such got killed and this side killed this side, y'all got to bring it to the square and say, why are y'all beefing? Because if we get back to the foundation of everything and why it was laid and why it was here, everything that thrived from the Black Panther Party, everything that went into gangster disciple, first generation, second generation, third generation, let's go and get to the epitome of what we standing on and why are we beefing. Yeah. That is the goofiest shit in the world. I need for y'all to make sense of this goofy shit, because if it's all about the neighborhood, then how you gonna have one side of the street and the other side of the street beefing? This is the goofiest shit on the planet. I never understood that. I never understood that. If it was about the community, I never understood that, and I will never understand that.
To me, gangbang is almost like segregation.
It's goofy.
I mean, racism. You know what I'm saying? The Bloods, the Crips.
It's an extension. It's an extension of slavery.
What I mean,
we gonna mentally fuck y'all, so y'all just kill y'allself, and we ain't got to do it. We ain't got to do it. I'm gonna put this big battery in your back, man. I'm gonna put this red and blue battery in your back, man.
And then
you understand?
Then they butt breaking you by jumping you in.
Man, hold on.
Who gonna say they love you and then beat your head in?
Man, come on, man. Let me tell you. So you know how to fight. You gotta for real. You gotta take one in order to be able to give one. I understand that. Even when we went to the club and somebody would just kick something off just off a GP, just so we can see who gonna be there and who ain't. Who gonna be there and who ain't gonna be there. And it really makes absolutely no sense. This game banging, it doesn't make any sense, man.
Yeah.
Because
go ahead, Blood. Sorry.
No, you good, brother. Go ahead.
Let me read these things. We got some new people that just jumped in too. Skywalker said he gave you the game. Yeah, he talking about with Plug. Ted said the information exchange isn't transactional anymore. That's rampant in every industry now. Yeah. Skywalker said real recognize real. He knew and saw intellect, not destruction. So he sent your ass home. They used to say you paid the cost to be the boss. I don't know if that saying is true as it used to be. Ted said they were counseling. Yeah, they were counseling Christmas for sure. Skywalker said because their fam did it. The answer I heard
the most. Yeah.
Shout out to is that Nubian? Is that
Nubian Emperor? No, Emperor.
Good. What's good, man? Welcome to the chat, man. Skywalker says supposed to being about building protection and unity. These cats fight the same house nowadays. That's big facts. Taz, you hit it right on the social engineering. He said, "What? Do what?" Right now we're talking about Charleston White, talking about Young Thug and Steven Jackson and Bootsy and them, the things they did, the snitching and things of that nature. We about to jump back into the video, so you'll be able to catch a little bit more. Skywalker said you got to learn how to lose before you can win. It applies everywhere. That's big fact.
Definitely, yeah.
Let me play a little bit more of old Charleston.
Why this is personal to me. I ain't got to explain that to y'all. Why he picking on Boosie? Because I fight to get Marlo Mike out. He'll die in there as a baby. He was 15 years old with 9 bodies. He went to go tell because he couldn't sleep at night. Boosie sleep good at night because he didn't pull the trigger. That baby can't sleep. Why you throwing your pool party? That baby had 9 bodies at 15 years old. And he committed them all. He had to get it out of his heart. My wife went to the police and told. Can't sleep at night. You done killed 9 people. You can't tell nobody about it. And you a baby? He was a baby. And y'all got more mercy for Boosie. And he still rap about what he being on death row. And he tried. He was in protective custody. Ask Eric Brown, who was in Angola with him. And look, he's solid. Big Boosie a hoe. That's why I want to get him in the boxing ring and on his diabetic jaw. He even said in the song, He a top 5. He done misled more juveniles in America than Tupac. Boosie should be sentenced to the higher end of the maximum sentencing guideline. You know why? Because he talked that street. Let's see if he can stand that street. Because his background take him to that USP he was talking about. They gonna go back when he ran away from home at 12 years old. See, I done been in federal court when they say, oh, you ran away at home at 12. At 13, I don't know what that's about. You pulled a gun out on somebody when you were 14. Oh, it was a BB gun, but that's still serious. I watched a federal judge walk from decisions he made when he was 12 to 24 and took him to 30 years. Let's see if Boosie can stand up under that. Let's see if Boosie can stand up under that. Take him to the high sentencing end of the guideline and see if this don't fold. He ain't been tested. That was just talking. That's been tested. How can you give a man life, 2 life sentences, and he still go down there and make right choices? Most people go down there doing wrong with 2 lives. They give up. How you still have hope? Let's see if Boosie that strong. Strong.
The culture changing.
They don't make rap songs about like him. They don't make rap like him. Don't rap. They don't get a chance to rap.
So maybe the culture is changing now. Maybe they're celebrating the people that's selling now, right?
I think I made telling cool. Because telling always been cool.
I think so.
If you can fight, telling really cool. If you can fight, telling cool. Don't be that can break it out. Or have a reputation like Woody, known for shooting that pistol, and you act like you might still go back to shoot that pistol. You can tell every time you go. Shout out to Gator. Been 3-4 times, nigga come back still. Shout out to that Gator from the north side.
What about Steven Jackson, right? He's recently brought you up and he's been speaking on you. I don't know why he's been speaking on you.
Steven's a wannabe, man.
Yeah, what?
He's a wannabe trying to be.
Oh,
see, you got in the black community, you got men and you got males. You got males that's adult that don't know how to be men. You got men and males. Then you got OG. Then you got street. Then you got juvenile delinquents. Then you got the YNs. You got square. But then there's a group that I like to refer to as has-been. Michael Jordan is a has-been. Tiger Woods, has-been. You know, once was great, has-been. He retired, you put his jersey up. Then you got a used to be. The used to be is the I don't like. He used to be something, and he's still trying to remind you of what he used to be, but he ain't that today. Used to be, talk about when we used to have money. When we used to, but you can't do it today. So shut up. Then you got a wannabe. That's what Steven Jackson was. See, Steven Jackson is what I was when I was a little boy, a wannabe. I grew up in the suburbs. In 3rd grade, I had my own room, my own phone line, and I had a bunk bed, and I had a Nerf tennis ball with the, you know, you can.
So yeah, so he's taught. You know, if you pay attention to Charleston White, he kind of talked about this stuff every time he goes on the interview. But he went to talk about Steven Jackson. We all know he grew up in Texas. Like he said, he ain't respected like that, this and that. Why would a ball player want to like pretend to be this gangster and go to Chicago and do all these things? Before we get into that, Dre said, let's see here. He said, is the truth being respected? These are good questions for Plug. He said, is the truth being respected? Is telling the truth ain't hating? And then Skywalker said, is Charlie is Charlie dry snitching, allegedly asking for a friend?
Yeah, he said, don't say the S word. He says he niching. The truth is, I'm gonna say a lot of people that grew up in that lifestyle, that grew up around that lifestyle, that grew up, you know, near that lifestyle, that can depict it, you know, and put it on wax. Most of them, when done, and person heard that, like when you see in some of the movies, like when you say you see Snowfall and you see you know, different movies where the kid that was rapping about it because he was right there in the projects and he seen everything going down, and they was like, hold on, bro, don't put this on wax. You telling on what we doing, you telling on what we did. Ones that grew up in that culture and is now grown now and know better. You know, a lot of things what Charleston be talking about when he said that frontal lobe ain't developed yet and you ready to crash out at any time. That's understandable. When you get older, you understand that that's bullshit. Most of it is bullshit. The gang banging is bullshit. You know, the type of lyrics that you listening to, you understand that it's just entertainment. That's all it's supposed to be. Now this culture want everything to be authentic, wants the cats to be authentic, want everything to be real. And bruh, let me tell you something. If these boys did anything that they say they didn't did, they ass to get 1,000 years. You will not hear, they'll drop one album, that shit'll be over with. They gonna go platinum one time and that shit is over with. This is real life. Real life has consequences. And it's cool that you vibe into this, and it's cool that you want Buddy to be authentic. But bro, this is simply entertainment.
Yeah.
Because if you live by these, man, I'm telling you, 8 Ball and MJG raised me. Pimp C and Bun B raised me. Scarface raised me. Uncle Luke, Trick Daddy raised me. JT Money raised me. You understand me? And boy, Ball said it the best. Niggas dying trying to live out these old rap lyrics. For real. That shit ain't, man. This shit is entertainment, man. This shit is entertainment.
They don't realize that it's mostly entertainment. Some of the lyrics probably are true, but
and it shouldn't be, but you shouldn't hear it. If it was true, I shouldn't hear that shit. I'd be like, why he said that? I'll be paranoid listening to your favorite rapper. We listen to psycho music.
And you got to think about it too. I mean, I know we waited for Charleston to come out with this, but we all knew that Young Thug had to say something. Young Thug was literally 90% of his charges came from his rap lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, look at the turn of events that happened in the court before he got released. All of a sudden, his lawyer got locked up. It became this like performance.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, it went from him being tried to they were messing up everything in court. They needed to change the judge. So like you already knew something was being said.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know how people couldn't play it. Because like I want to say the week later, one of his friends went down for 15 or 20.
Hey man, you gotta protect the idea, man, and you gotta protect the money, man.
He said,
but it seems something
in the 70s, baby. Plug. He said you had to be a 70 baby raised
1980, baby, 1980, bro. 1980, bro. Hey, I grew up on Pimps. And I just can't see me get my feet on the ground. Yeah, I grew up
barely touching 16 when he got crazy.
Yeah, man. And it's like really, bro. When I think about it, I already knew it was a play being made because it started to become a drama-filled situation. Man, anybody can be bought, bro. But I'm trying to tell you, boy, like, man, 100 bands to get you a lot in this day and age. I'm talking about 100 bands right in the bitch hand. A bitch see that money coming one of them cellophanes. But that'll make it. Boy, hey, them are charges. Do y'all understand? I want y'all to understand.
BS walks.
You understand me? Hey, like, listen, I want y'all to get. Hey, when we start dealing with this judicial system, man, we start getting on different little rounds or whatever. We start talking about different whatever. Hey, but I just want y'all to understand, man. Them are charges, bro. And when I say charges, they are charges. If you ever look down that line and you saw and then you see that charge, you see that statue on the side, there's a number. But see, I already knew they set him up sweet. Because I don't care anything over the number of 5 when it comes to probation, you are being set up.
Yeah.
You best to believe it. I want y'all to all understand this. When you got any probation, and to be for real, anything over 3 years, you are being set up. And I'm going to tell you why. Because in every state, they have this, it's called the Habitual Offender Act. And if you do anything or commit any felony within a 5-year span, your ass going away. They're going to put the time that they was going to give you and a 5 on top of it. So if they're going to give you 10, bitch, you got 15. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy, if it's a felony, you can get, it could be 18 months. It could be a year and a day. It could be 366 days. And they'll put 5 on top of that bitch. Because you a habitual offender. You better understand what you're talking about, boy. A lot of you cats out here talking, and you think you may know the dope game, and you think you may know the larceny game, and you think you may know the robbery game, but you better know that judicial game. And boy, I'm trying to tell you, the best punishment they could ever give a nigga is time.
Skywalker said, real spill. He said, I was a barber at 14. He telling truths. It's all a disguise design since 1899.
Disguise. I'm a barber too, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
I know somebody right now who's in there for life because the judge told him, if I see you one more time, you're not going home.
I'm trying to tell you.
The judge saw him one more time, and he ain't been home.
And he asked for that case, just like when we was talking about the other night. Talking about, oh yeah, the officer followed me, this, that, and the third. When he first pulled you over, man, he was a traffic cop, bro. And he hit you for that lick and got you up out of here for three years. Now, when you come home after them 3 years, guess what? Now he a sergeant. He waiting on you. He know you a goofball. He know what time do to you. He didn't went to school. In order for him to get to that next level, he had to go to school. So 9 times out of 10, they take sociology or psychology. So they already know your psyche. They already know where you come from. They know your cousins. They know your aunties. They know your uncle. They know your uncle ain't shit. They know the nephew. They say, all right, I know the other 2 nephews. You that nephew that just like him. So when you come home, I'll get another scrape off of you. Watch. I'm going to watch you. Watch. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to get his ass. They know when you come home. Just like your people say, oh, yeah, bro be home and he be home in September. He be home in September. Yeah, he be home in September. Yeah, he not. Yeah, I know he going to be home in September. He waiting on your ass. Y'all think the game sweet. Boy, y'all don't even think, man. Y'all don't even think. And the craziest thing that you can do is jump straight out the chain gang or straight out of jail and jump straight in the streets. You's a goofy. And if you are the friend of this friend that's jumping right back in the streets and you don't say nothing to him, you are the worst friend in the world.
He said, you sound like the hood PC, just like me. He said, stop it, see? Hook it up, souls. No, but what are your thoughts, April, about this situation before we go into our last topic of the night?
Charleston White said, I made snitching cool. That's my final thoughts.
Hey,
although it shouldn't be cool, but it is what it is.
You said it shouldn't be?
Mm-mm.
Or you don't believe in snitching?
Mm-mm.
You will do a bid for one of your homegirls?
Oh.
Yeah, now stop. Right there. There you go, right there. Enough said. Enough said. Hey, listen.
I'm gonna tell you this. I ain't doing no time for nobody.
Look, see that? That's an interview. That is an interview right there, bro. What you just did right there, that's an interview. Right there. I ain't going to do nothing with you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I gotta be willing to bump for you. Mm-hmm. I gotta be willing to bust my gun for you. I gotta be willing to take one for you.
Because I wouldn't put nobody in. I will put nobody in those situations.
I'm trying to tell you, if I'm your friend, I am not trying to put you in no line of fire. Period. I ain't trying to put you in no line of fire. I ain't trying to put you in no line of fire. And if it's my charge, I'm taking it. If it's mine, I'm taking it.
Intelligent, she ain't no. Hey, great. She almost about to double talk though, because she said she don't believe in snitching, but she ain't gonna take the bid.
She ain't gonna take the bid.
She snitching.
Most of them, man. I'm tell you the truth. Hey, most of them are not going to take the bid.
If you know anybody if you know anybody intimately that been behind bars, dog, you're not trying to take nothing.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, as a kid.
So that's what they want to go back to.
Boy, as a kid, they ain't gonna even take their sibling whooping. They ain't gonna even take their sibling whooping. Come on, man. You ain't gonna even take your sibling whooping. You ain't gonna even take your sibling whooping, man.
Let me ask y'all this question though. How do y'all think Steven Jackson got to the stature of what he is? Like who allowed this gentleman to
the malice in the palace? That gave him some cred. The Malice in the Palace.
Hey, April could do no wrong, boy. Hey, wait till you hear this last topic though.
Wait.
You think the Malice in the Palace, and then when he went on his George Floyd run?
Yeah. When he went on that George Floyd run, that really kind of catapulted him. You know what I mean? I think he knew Buddy, and they look similar. They look like they could be cousins or whatever the case may be. And he jumped on the forefront of that. You know what I'm saying? And really took off. But that Malice in the Palace really gave him a little street cred, and plus where he from. You know, where he from, you know, it really gives some street cred. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people can say whatever they want to say about somebody like Plies, but even at the end of the day, Plies from little Pakistan.
You know, Stephen A. from
Port Arthur.
He's from Port Arthur, Texas.
Mm-hmm. From Port Arthur. Yeah. So that give you, you know what I'm saying, where you from, give you a little street cred. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even say he ain't like that, because I don't know bro like that. You know what I'm saying? I know him as a talented basketball player. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, he got a extremely successful podcast. You know what I'm saying? Him and Matt Barnes, and much respected, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch Up in Smoke. I mean, All the Smoke. You know what I mean? You know, I see him in the news lines, and I don't think of him negatively at all. You know what I'm saying? He's just another black man trying to eat, bro. So he ain't did nothing to really ruffle my feathers. The one thing he did when he went to O Block, and when that check-in thing was going on, see, I know check-in totally different than what these young niggas know check-in to be. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm coming, like I'm getting ready to go to Atlanta in a week. I know already hit my partner up, you know what I'm saying, and told him, I said, bro, I'm gonna be in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, in a week. He like, all right, bet. So when I touch down, it won't be a shock to him, like, hey man, you know, damn bro, you ain't tell me you were coming. Yeah. I already hit my boy PG up, let him know, hey bro, hey, I'm gonna be in Houston the week after, man. All right, bet, bro. So he can make his plans necessary if he want to come check me or whatever the case may be. He'll know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Or he'll probably say, hey, what side you on? Or I'm on this side. Hey, okay, all right, you in the right spot. You know what I'm saying? So you should be good. You know, while you over here on this side, you know, I meet you over there. If I'm in the bad, I happen to pick the wrong hotel, and I'm in the bad side, he'd be able to help me get through it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when I'm going home, I hit my cousins up and let them know, man, I'm gonna be home in a week, whatever, Now, what they do with that information is what they do with that information. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ted said it was the right connections and his bad boy image at the right time when everyone was watching the NBA change. That's true. Scott said, don't do it too bad. He said Plies also a college grad. Most of them boys went to college.
Yeah, definitely. He went to USL. Yeah, that's why he big in town.
He said it ain't no check-in through Chicago.
Nah.
He said your POC is in danger too.
POC.
Partner
point of contact.
Oh, that's PS.
Your point of, you say your point of contact. Yeah, I know what that is.
Check-ins was not done on video, etc. when we started that. Okay.
Yeah.
Where you from? Where you from? Walker, you from Chicago? Where you from? Unless you don't want to give up your location, you ain't gotta give up your location. Let's see here.
No, he's grown. He's grown, bro.
This next topic, this last topic is Alabama.
What part of Alabama, bro? Where you at? You in Tuskegee? You in Montgomery? You in where you at? Where?
You ain't in one of them sundowns, or
you in Phoenix City? You in Columbus? Where you at? Where?
Columbus is Georgia.
Oh yeah. My bad. Well, they so damn close. Phoenix City in Columbus,
Alabama.
Roadside.
What's the coincidence? The other, he said the other.
T.
Oh, Talladega.
That's way over Talladega, way over there on the
Ricky
other side.
Bobby. Ricky Bobby.
What you said is that, April?
Isn't Talladega way over on the western side of Birmingham? Where's Talladega at? Isn't that where ASU is? Alabama State?
Must not
No,
be.
ASU and Tuskegee.
Tuskegee? Oh, okay. Talladega is look, I'm gonna go be nosy now. I don't even know where Talladega
Tide
is.
rolling over these days.
Big facts, kids. Big facts.
Big facts. Yeah, they got rolled over.
Seminole went on.
I'm finna wear my Florida State hat, but I ain't want to make them mad.
So I don't know if y'all remember yesterday, we actually talked about this, and it's crazy because this came up on my feed. He said they started check-in so the country bars will be safer. We were getting burnt bad. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
that's where it originally started from, bro. Yeah. That's the South thing. You know what I mean?
He
down say 20 halfway to ATL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's
Off
northeastern.
20.
That's northeastern Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if y'all remember yesterday, we talked a little bit about, or was it the day before, we talked about like baby daddies being no, it was Classic. Classic was talking about, can you be a good father and not have a good relationship with the mother of your child? You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
So this actually came up on my feed today, and I thought it would be a good topic. And then I also have another video to pull up that kind of corresponds with it. Before we move on, so he said, real spill. He said, I'm 53. Carlos was my friend.
You talking about Shawty Low?
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. We've been talking about this for a week. Yeah, that's what I thought, Ted. I remember we've been okay. So
yeah.
Yeah. He talking about
Shawty Low.
Oh, yeah.
Doom, 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 doom. Ooh. Bum, 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 bum.
He was an anthem for a minute. Him and
yeah, 53 my age bracket, bro. I'm 45, but most of my partners just a little bit younger than you, man.
Oh boy, who was that song that this morning? This morning, I woke up. Was that?
That's Jeezy, isn't it? No, that's not Jeezy.
No, that ain't Jeezy.
No, that ain't Jeezy.
I want to say Roscoe for some reason.
R.I.P. to Shawty Low.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play this video real quick. It says, "Can a man disrespect his baby mama and still be a good father?"
Man disrespect his baby mom and still be a good father?
No. Yeah, these bitches be disrespecting these niggas. These hoes be so fucking disrespectful. Fucking all these different niggas using their kid. They want the nigga more than the baby. These hoes be having baby for these niggas to trap niggas and don't give a fuck about the baby. Baby be fucked up, sick, don't got no schooling, all types of shit. Man, fuck that bitch. Sometimes I gotta tell a nigga, when I see a situation, she's sitting there trying to control your life, control who you talk to. Man, fuck that hoe. Come get this good pussy. I'ma cook for you better. That bitch over there making shepherd's pie. I'ma make you that steak how you like it. And I'ma take care of them kids. And I'ma do your daughter hair. And I'ma take them to school. I'ma love you for real.
If a man is initially just disrespecting his baby moms,
to
me, it's signs of him being a bad father, regardless of what he do for that child. But to Suki's point, it's facts, right? I got my son full time, and as much as his mother's not involved, I'll never ever curve my mouth to say nothing negative about her. Okay. Even when he asks, I just say she's not in a good space right now.
Okay.
Right?
You always been like that.
And with my daughter, mom, we really get along.
Right.
It's peaceful, and we co-parent, right? But I will say that there is some times where she might twist my and if this was a random chick, I'd have been like, bitch, leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
But because it's my daughter's mom, I never want to give my daughter the knowledge of me ever disrespecting her mom, because when a nigga do it to her, I gotta be able to defend that.
Well, that's what happens when you put your emotions.
I don't do it though, so I don't do it.
So what are your guys' thoughts on that? Can you be disrespectful to your baby mama and be a good father?
You shouldn't be disrespectful to the mother of your children regardless. She birthed your child. She birthed half of you.
You get what you give.
But in the same sense,
I knew this was gonna be good. Yeah.
She's disrespecting you. You know, it's a double playing field.
Man, it's tough. Boy,
My son will never
you
hear
gotta
me
vet
down about my
everything.
child's father.
These day and age, you got to vet everything. Cause I gotta be real with you. I say you got single mothers, you got bitches with babies. Don't please, you cannot protect because you are the exception. Because you are the exception, you can't protect these bitches with babies.
Can I play something for y'all before y'all do it?
Go ahead.
Cause this was like these. I swear to y'all, these fell right in my lap, like last minute. So this is Brittany Renner and PJ Washington. So that video made me want to. I was like, man, and this came up, and this is her. Look at how she's treating him, and he's coming to get his child.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm gonna record this. That's not okay. I'm just letting you know. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. The third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up. Actually show up and do something then with him. Because he does this every time. No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babies him.
That's terrible. 3 weeks in a row.
And it's what it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my dick.
If you had one, maybe I would. Pussy ass
Hey, you
bitch.
wish I would,
Pussy ass. What the fuck you looking at? Get your bitch ass out my driveway, ho.
You don't pay for shit.
Fuck you. You don't pay for shit either.
So I'm gonna stop it there, because we have to address the elephant in the room, right? Because I don't know if y'all paid attention. PJ was coming to get his son. It sounds like he's been coming to get him every week. She said this is the third week, and he cries every time. The father said, hey, he has to toughen up. Got to move. You know what I mean? He's still doing his fatherly role. He was trying to be respectful. He kept moving. I don't know who her cheerleader in the back that was recording start calling him out his name. So I thought this was a perfect video to go with the question. Can you be disrespectful to your baby mama and be a good father? And I think the answer is yes. Because certain moments can make you seem disrespectful when people don't get the full picture. Because he's doing his due diligence. He's coming to pick up his child. Why are you upset because your son is crying? This dude is coming to get his child. Because you will be complaining if he just never came and got him. So now y'all can have y'all conversation. I just wanted to play both viewpoints because you had that one lady who I agree with her, but she was going in. But then you have this video that truly shows a dad trying to be a father. So do you guys think a disrespectful father, being disrespectful to your baby mama can still be a good father to their child?
At that moment in that video, he was being disrespected first. And then he pushed back the disrespect. Now, how he chose to respond at that moment was disrespectful because he was being disrespected. But if he would have stayed quiet, gotten in the car and left, regardless of what she was saying or everything that was being thrown at him, then he would have been respectful, you know. But he just chose not to take the lashes and chose to lash back in that moment.
So do you feel like he should take the lashes?
If he was a respectful man, Did he deserve it? Probably not. No, but he should have just gotten in the car and left.
So you think he's disrespectful because of the one time where he was being disrespected, he said something back?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
No, he was giving back what he was given.
Okay. But you feel, and I'm not putting words in your mouth, you feel that from a woman's standpoint that the man should take the higher road and just keep moving.
He was being hit, so he was hitting back. He just didn't take the licks. In that video, he was just taking licks.
You got to answer my question because you.
The man, the right thing to do in that moment would have been to take the licks, get in the car, and just go.
Okay.
You out your damn.
Hold on.
He gave her satisfaction by responding.
Gotcha. So now go ahead, Plug.
You out your mind. See, is that the same broad that was married to Kevin Gates?
Yes.
Yeah. I see why they got a divorce so fast. I got a divorce so fast because you know what? You know what? See, the problem is that most of these broads keep like yes broads around them, and they ain't never around nobody real. Cause see, most dudes in that position got a favorite cousin, and she ready for that action at all times. She ready for that action at all times. And the only thing he gonna do is say, "Hey, cuz, man, I'm tired of that hoe, man. I swear to God, man, I can't even go pick my child up. Her energy is so strong. Got my baby crying. You know what I'm saying, man? She calling me all out my name, man. All kind of pussy ass nigga, bitch, niggas, and all this right here, man. I'm sick of that hoe. Cool, I got 2,500, man. Just go drag that bitch." And that bitch gonna have asphalt on her elbows. Cause I'm trying to tell you, cuz gonna go over there, Big Risa gonna go over there and beat the brakes off that bitch. You understand me? That whole disrespect, man. I'm telling you something, man. You know, we all gotta be respectful in these spaces, man, especially when the child's involved, because the child gonna lose every time. But I tell you this right here. God got a special place for you disrespectful bitches. I swear that. You understand me? And it's gonna be, I don't give a damn how much bread you accumulating month to month for your child support, but you're gonna be miserable. You're gonna be miserable. Keep playing the victim, and you keep playing the prey, and you the predator.
So I gotta answer this. I'm gonna answer this very honestly. Very honestly. People might not like it. I tend to agree with April.
Oh, wow.
I tend to agree with April. And the reason why is...
Let me sit up for this one.
The reason why is the man has to have the emotional maturity. Knowing how unstable women are emotionally, you already have to have your mindset set to... Like, for instance, right? I knew when I separated, from that moment on, anything that happens, I have to accept it. I was never disrespected. With that being said, it could be anything. Her choosing another guy that I don't like or anything. The moment a man chooses to move himself from the picture as the father, like full time in that instance, you have to understand in the back of your mind that you have to ramp yourself up mentally, that it's going to be some things that you don't like that you're going to have to be able to move from and be a secure one. So I know it sounds bad. I know y'all probably wasn't thinking I was going to say that. But I don't
be knowing what stance you're going to take. I don't know if you're going to be the protagonist or the antagonist, bro. I don't know where you're going to be.
But at the same time, I don't believe in the phrase that's on the screen. I put the question just like it was on there because it said, "Can you be?" I think a disrespectful man could be a good father. I don't think the way somebody treats somebody they don't like means that's how they're going to treat their child. Like,
Right.
I think that's very closed-minded. I think you can hate the mother of your child and love your child. Like, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. But
I say this from the bottom of my heart, and I tell everybody, man, please take heed to what I'm saying. You will be a better person, a better man, and a better father if you just get custody of your child.
Yeah.
Take your children. Because it's going to be easier for you to find a woman that's going to love that child like her own than it is going to be for her to find a man that's going to do the same for your child. Take your kids.
That's fact. That's a big fact.
Don't come back to me talking about, man, my baby going through it, man. They live in conditions like this right here, this, that, and the third. Well, go get them.
Right.
Go take pictures.
Stop trying to hang out, nigga.
Yep.
Stop trying to be out in the club, nigga.
Yeah, I tell people that.
That's your baby too, nigga. Well, go get her then. Go get them then. Go get them then.
Plug, people don't want them duties.
Hell no, they don't want it.
They don't know how you like
full-time daddy do this. Nigga tell me she got me baby. She got me babysitting. The fuck is wrong with you? You babysitting, nigga. You sound like you a stranger.
Plug though 2 weeks out of the butt. Hey.
You know what it is.
Hey, you already know what it is. You know what I mean? Like,
man,
a lot of people don't want that. A lot of men don't want that responsibility, dog. That's
straight up, bro. Hey, so if you don't want that, if you don't take on that responsibility, everything that comes with it, my nigga. Just like I told you yesterday, if you'll do what's necessary, take his ass up through there. Take his ass up through there. Either way, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Either way, it's gonna be hard. Cause garnishment's killing niggas faster than hypertension, bitch.
Let me read some of these comments. So Ted said, man, I want to use this tomorrow. Use it tomorrow. Double standards episode. But hey, don't worry about what she said. Hey, you got it. You put some good content out. Just talk over her. Classic said, listen, this is a side chick talk on.
It's an A+ side chick.
Notes. What he said? Listen, that's a A+ side chick.
This is an A+ side chick talk on. Take notes.
Okay. Skywalker said, I did, but you got 3 sides to every story. Honestly, not from the beginning until I fought back. I wasn't a participant, but after years, you get tired. He said, classic, the child loses. Ted said, the kid is there, can't be fighting like that. I definitely agree, Tez. They still got feelings and they know the camera is on. Classic said they play that beautiful poem that the side chick was saying on a second ago.
Was that Suki when Suki was talking?
Sukiana. Ted said laughing my off. The other chick was in the car. Yeah, she was. She feels disrespectful because he doesn't do what she wants him to do. We'll talk about that in just a second to close it out, Ted. That's a good one. Really, I think the child crying is a reaction to his mother's emotions and actions.
I agree.
Walker. Big facts, man. What happened before this? I want to see when the crying started. Yeah. Did it start when she started getting ready to leave? Yeah. Ain't no regardless. Men who respect themselves need not to tolerate that is. So Classic, you would have said something back. I'll be getting louder like Classic in the back of the room.
What you said?
I just noticed like I'm yelling at him. I just picked that up. Ted said,
wait.
Like I literally just yelled at him like he in the back of the room for sure. That's crazy. My bad, Class. I wasn't yelling at you. He ain't taking on lashes while his new chick in the car. LOL. Skywalker said, "You know that's right, Ted."
I know that. I know you're right, Ted.
I got a female cousin for that. Yeah, that's what Plug said. He got somebody that can handle that. Ted said all that Christian stuff she was talking was for the gram, huh? Oh yeah, we all do that. Skywalker said at the same time we are raised one way, showed another, and then expected to make the correct decision. Demonstrating smiling then.
No, I say mama started smiling then.
You said
Yeah.
you agree with me.
You say you agree with her.
Oh yeah. He said nope, nah. Y'all know.
Hell no. He say nope, no, hell no. He said I got to look in the mirror. The high road ain't for me. I got some shit that'll stabilize her instability.
Skywalker said bars, Nora. Yeah, man. Hey, when you live it, when you true to it, it's easy to talk about it. A lot of people be talking and they ain't never lived it. I lived it and still live it. Sometimes some situations need that for real plug. Yeah. He said barbers really are child advocates, I see.
Hell yeah. Because I'm telling you, I know you know, and I know you can agree with me, dog. You see the difference in the child when the mama bring them, the auntie bring them, or the grandmama bring them, than when the daddy or the uncle or the brother bring them. It's a different fucking child. It's a different breed of child, bro. I'm telling you, 96% of them kids, when that daddy get up, they doing all that crying, and he go, hey boy, sit up in that chair, be still, stop all that crying.
Plug, what happened when I started walking out that door?
Got up on their ass, and he already knew it was popping. He already knew. Yeah, he do. He know exactly what's going on.
Plug said he already knew.
Repercussions. I say repercussions.
But he was at the door before I got back to the
door.
door.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm talking about got up with the strutting on their head. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's a different breed, man. I'm telling you, all the fathers that used to bring their sons, like now, from 10th, 11th, to 12th grade, all my last year in Florida, bro. And Dre, I say this is a success for me. I ain't lose none of my sons, none of my kids, none of my nephews to the streets. Now one of them. All of them either went to the military, or they went to school, or they went to a trade. Because that's what me and they daddy was preaching, bro. Every 2 weeks, they'll come in that chair. Hey, boy, so what your decision is? What you gonna do with it? You know what I mean? Hey, what you gonna do? You gonna do this, that, a totally different say. What he said?
He said he wasn't going down in the third in front of the new chick. New chick wouldn't learn disrespect immediately. Skywalker said totally different when mom isn't present. The youngsters man up because they want to be like the men in the atmosphere.
You damn skip it, bro.
Ted said kids pipe down as soon as dad opened the mouth or even look at them. That's true.
For real, because it's discipline. I don't care what nobody say. These young men love discipline, and these baby girls love their daddy. I'm telling you, these baby girls, they love their daddy.
Big facts.
They love their daddy, and these kids, the young men, don't think you because you being trying to be friends or whatnot. It ain't on that type of time, and they love discipline. And if they don't like it now, they gonna love it later because you setting the foundation for their ass to be strengths and pillars, man.
So I kind of want to go back to this when Ted said what happened before this. I want to see when the crying started. Did it start when she started getting him ready to leave? I kind of want to hear from you, April. You a mom. Like, how do you think these things should be handled?
I think that when she said he's done this, or he said he's done this for the last 3 weeks, my thing is somewhere is not routine, because if it was routine, I don't think he would be crying like he is. Also, young boys, baby boys, they tend to cling to their mother more so than their father. The same way young girls cling to their father more so than their mother. So it just depends on the situation and what routine that they've had for the last, or however old the little boy is. He looks like he may be 2, 3, maybe 3 or 4. So maybe he hasn't been in his life that long, or maybe it's just not routine yet. But once it becomes routine, then the crying should stop.
I can honestly say this right here, and I'm gonna be real with you, cause Kevin Gates is real big on family. That man take his kids to every show, and I bet you some she said about that man right there made him say, "I'm finna get away from this bitch." Yeah. I bet you that. I bet you that. Because I'm telling you, men that been on the other side of that, man, they don't go for that shit, bro. They don't go for that. Because they already know, like, man, it's already hard out here for a nigga try not to just get to the money, but keep the money and keep the lifestyle to do. And what does she do? What is she famous for? What is her talent? What is her skill? No matter what that man's schedule is, I don't care what your schedule is, because what he does funds your lifestyle. So what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do?
So shout out to Tez too, man. That's good, man. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear what Plug said earlier. Work for someone. He said his daughter is much better with him. He fought the good fight, man. So big salute to you, man. That tells a lot about your character too. That really speaks volumes without you even saying anything. Classic said men being taught to succumb to women's misconduct is a poor teaching. Unpopular opinion. Bring back the backhand for all content purposes. So can I ask you this, Classic?
You ain't gotta yell.
Why do we use such strong language
stupid
to describe something to make it seem worse than it really is? Because when you say that to a man, men being taught to succumb to a woman's misconduct, but to me, that's heavy verbiage. It's easier just to say, no, I just took the higher road. I'm not succumbing to her misconduct.
No.
I'm just taking a higher road. But why do we do this? And we do this in society today. We use strong language.
I would say this, just like we was talking about last night. If you allow that, whenever you say something, it got out of control.
Say that again.
Men, when you allow that, and allow that, and allow that, and allow that, it's going to get out of control.
Once you allow it so many times,
it's going to get out of control. And I told you, if you don't nip it in the bud, it's going to get out of control.
I have to disagree. I hear you, but I got to disagree. Because with that being said, the reason why I say I would disagree is we also have to look at how often. No, because I'm speaking from real life experience. I'm speaking from real life experience because, like, it's the only way to break it down. Because I don't want people to take your opinion and think it goes to everybody. I want to give them a different side of the coin. Not saying that you're wrong. We can agree to disagree.
No.
With that being said,
I was laughing at the comment.
I feel at the same time, sometimes men can be so inconsistent that women have a lot of fear of the inconsistency. I noticed that I didn't experience what a lot of men experience because I stayed consistent. Like, that's one thing I could say from my, kind of like what you said about fighting for him, right? Like, I feel like if a man continues to fight and do things the right way, everything will pan out. I don't think you ever have to lower yourself or feel like you succumb to something. No, I'm coming to get my kids this weekend. I don't care how you feel about things. I don't care that you're mad that I didn't buy the shoes you wanted. I don't care that don't matter to me. My goal this weekend is for me to get my children. I don't understand why we can't take away I like to take emotions out of everything. Like, I don't know if it's because of my career field or what, but I try to see things very black and white. Like, I don't have to sit here and care about your feelings so much that it impacts what I'm gonna do for my kids.
But bro, I'm gonna tell you something. That statement is borderline sociopath.
What?
It's hard when you are talking about a topic as delicate as children and family.
Yeah,
that's a very delicate situation.
But what do you mean?
And to take emotion completely out of it is almost impossible.
I disagree. Well, I'm sorry.
So I think it's impossible for the woman. I think the man should have the ability to do so.
No, see, but a man is founded on loyalty and respect.
But you're trying to
and him being disrespected. You're saying that the two things that a man is founded, because we're not founded on emotion. We're founded on disrespect.
But you can't say he stands on those two things knowing their background. There was never any respect. Like, you see what I mean? When two people can't cohabitate together, there's no longer any respect there, really. We're now reaching for straws that no longer exist. I don't care if you respect me. I'm there for my child. That woman no longer exists. You're literally just a vehicle that gets my child to the meetup destination. You could call yourself an Uber. I'm getting my children and I'm going. I don't know why you would have so much emotions attached to a person that you said you no longer want to be with.
Yeah, but
that's where I agree with Norris on. That's where he's taking out the emotion, is the connection with the woman, not with. And I think, Plug, you thinking he's taking the emotion out from the kids as well. It's not the kids. It's just the link up with the woman. That emotional connection with the woman is gone. He's there to be with his kids only.
Right. Even if you are present with your children, there's going to be a certain level. It's going to be, even though our conversations are always going to be respectful, it's going to be a different level of respect when those children are present. Because I want them to see you as the hero that you are. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna approach, but I'm saying I'm gonna approach that situation. But the way she's speaking, that disrespect, the disrespect that is going down, that is happening, it's gonna trigger something. Because now not only are you recording this, you're gonna post this for the world to see.
Yeah, but you know what Trump's disrespect, Plug? Consistency. It trumps everything.
I know what else will trump too. Custody.
Yeah, but you also are reaching for a straw that you know less than 20% of men can even obtain. And some people don't even have the financial burden to go and fight that long. I'm not going to give somebody unrealistic goals. I'm gonna give you something that I know is feasible, and what's feasible is you being a consistent father. That child at 6 years old, yeah, he might have some vivid memories of mama wilding out, but that child also seen, man, dad never said anything bad. Dad never raised his voice. Dad was the most consistent. You gotta let the kid sort that out as you get older. The kid will see that. I'm a living example. I'm only giving people true facts. Y'all can sit here and believe this ego stuff that people want to spit and don't. I'm telling you, be consistent. Not saying the other way doesn't work, but I'm telling you, if you're consistent, nothing beats consistency. That's how the greats become great. They're consistent. They work hard every day. We talk about it every day. We put content out every day to be consistent. That's all you're doing. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people might feel it's disrespectful. But I'm consistent every day doing the same thing. You just have to be consistent. I think consistency. I think when you start worrying about the language and the verbiage of respect and loyalty and all, that's your ego. That's your ego is the enemy. Ryan Holiday, read the book. Ego is the enemy. Read the book. All men need to read that book.
I hear you, Cub, but that's
Look, I think if you live the situation, it would be different for you because you have a heart. You can say whatever you want on the platform. I know you have a heart, especially for kids.
Yeah, I love the babies.
So I know Plug will end up taking the high road.
Bro.
You can say whatever you want to say.
Let me tell you something. No. Everybody at the shop gonna tell you what it is. They'll tell you. When them kids come in and they being disrespectful to their mama, boy, I do. Boy, listen, let me tell you something, boy. Don't you ever talk to your mama
being disrespectful to the parent.
At the same time, that's also something that's being seen. These babies are doing something that's being seen, bro. They're doing something that they see.
So you answering your question. That's
right.
why I said you have to be, but
it takes her to also, you got to show that respect to that man.
But let's say the boy is doing more of the interpretation of the father, though.
Now, so you're saying even in this instance, right, of this woman that we speak of being submissive, if she's disrespectful, you're taking the high road.
Say that one more time.
If this woman is being disrespectful as a woman, not just with kids involved, just woman being a woman, you're taking the high road, correct?
What are you? I'm not grasping your question.
I'm saying in the same instance. Now the kids are involved in this scenario.
Yeah.
Now this is your woman. You're taking the high road with your woman as well.
Yeah, because my woman wouldn't talk to me like that. That's what
you think. You think this is the first time she was talking to him like that?
That's what I'm trying to explain to you, Plug. That's why I said it was never any respect there. You're trying to go fight for something that was never there. So I'm gonna be consistent and take the high road and just get my kid, and I'm gonna go because that woman displayed to him early on. I guarantee you it ain't the first time that she talked to him like that. I guarantee you. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like everything goes off of consistency. You know what I mean? Like, I really feel I feel that way.
Yeah, because we taking. I really want to see I want to see what I wish there was some backstory to that video.
Yeah. So he said Tina Turner would never step out of bounds with Ike.
With Ike like that.
For TV purposes. First, those parents need to grow up. At some point, things must become about the children. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Eat the cake, animate. When he said it. I'll never deal with the type that needs to be physically disciplined. It doesn't mean that make and model a woman doesn't exist. The high road.
Wait a minute. Can I ask a question? So, Classic, do you feel that there's women this day and age who need physical discipline? A grown woman needing physical discipline?
I don't know if he answers it down the road. Hold on a second. He said the high road kept us slaves. So you moving the goalposts. When you talking about society, and then we talking about the
high road makes you lose sleep. Check this shit. I was laughing. I'm like,
he said the high road.
Hey, my dog. Hey, I'm with you tonight, dog. Hey, I don't know what this tender side of the panel is tonight, but
it's not about being tender. Y'all lack the intelligence that I have. That's all it is. This is what I went to. This is what I went. This is what I went to school. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. I even said it. I prefaced it with maybe it's because of my mental health background that I take a totally different stance on certain things. Like I'm not me taking the high road. I'm gonna sleep even better. Me being the better person and the best version of me, I'm gonna sleep great. I'm not worried about checking a chick that's gonna cuss you out the next weekend again, and all you doing is cussing each other out, and you think you checking her every week. You ain't checking her. She's gonna keep repeating the same process. That's insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Disrespect must be checked. We are missing the point. In this particular instance, he wasn't taking it in front of the new chick. No, we ain't. How you gonna tell us what we missing? How you gonna tell us what we? Said we
ain't missing the point. The point was
that's what you're focusing on.
And just got in the vehicle and left.
Yeah. What's the score?
20-7.
Okay. That's what stands out in your mind, Tez. You feel that new chick being there made him feel some type of way. Like that.
He seemed like he pretty soft spoken because he was kind of on his breath the first time when he said something like that.
Consider this: so many different emotions can't be solved with a singular type of resolution. That's why I said me and Plug both can be right. There is levels to the unruly woman, dangerous levels for men who like toxic women. Understand what's necessary to keep them in order.
That's the answer to your question. That's the answer to your question.
I don't know why you would want a toxic woman as a man. That's horrible picking. That's weird. He said women are born effing inconsistent. I ain't trying to hear it. Not cussing at you, cussing at the argument. I would stay quiet while you talk crazy. I would strap her.
I would strip her of a piece of mind. I'm a fire side.
Okay.
He said I would strip her peace of mind.
Ted said, you're not wrong. So these women have been with or around 50 to 100 men. They are working on whatever strip they've crafted after they've been imprinted so many
by so many.
Yeah, this ain't roof type. Yeah, I agree. Skywalker said, we are founded on values. However, the disrespect is felt when certain boundaries are broken, therefore causing emotional expression.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, for people who are not intelligent. The son will grow to be
pussy and backboneless.
That's a lie. You can't be the most consistent man in the world and get disrespected and called boring. I'm not disagreeing that we shouldn't be consistent though. But y'all see how everything that y'all saying, you're concerned about how somebody's saying something or looking at you. You're not focused. My only focus is my children. You're right, Ted. Sad but true.
It's about how that child looks at you as well.
They look
at that's the response that everyone is having when it comes to how that child is looking at you. No one is going to wait 10 to 15 years later to say
nobody.
Dad. Some do. Okay. You cannot put. I told you this last night, brother. When you are the exception, you are in a very small percentage of people. A very small when you're the exception to the rule.
It's not the exception, Plug. You know what it is, Plug? This is what everybody's missing, especially from a man's standpoint. We are not addressing the type of man he was prior to them even having a child. We keep talking about the woman, but we're not. See, I've been this way my whole life. I've been real. You've been around my family, but this is me. This is what you get. My ex-wife knew what she was going to get regardless. Like I wasn't going to change who I am because of how you feel about something. Like, I don't know. I don't know what these emotions come in that people care about emotions. Maybe what you said I am, Plug. What I
sociopath. It's sociopath because most people are going to react in the way they're being treated. The ones that don't have completely separated themselves from the situation.
But Plug, it's like this, right? You know you can handle yourself in a physical altercation, right?
Correct.
So do you still allow men to push the same buttons they pushed when you were 20?
No. You know why?
No, because you know when it comes down to it, if they put their hands on you, we're gonna get that work. It don't matter. I can separate.
My thought ain't me. My thought is you. Because if you're willing to go to that extreme, I'm thinking that you are dangerous. So that means if I'm looking at you as if you are dangerous, that means I have to go to the extreme to subdue you. So I mean, I got to go to the extreme to subdue you. So that means I'm thinking that you're dangerous. It's not about what I can do. It's about what I'm going to have to do to you because you're dangerous.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And I know it's going to get me 1,000 years
because I'm gonna take you off this plane. I'm gonna send you to where you need to be. You
Skywalker.
need to.
Skywalker said, I don't hear what to say so crazy. Child could be provoked to talk back to her like that. Some people treat their children like enemies in private. I've seen it. That's true.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Ted said, heck no, it ain't the first time she talked to him like that, but he made sure the new chick wasn't going to
start. He's still on that.
I don't think I really agree with the new chick coming to pick up his child either. It would be different if they were married in an established relationship, but a fresh new chick coming with you to pick up your child.
They moving different these days.
Yeah, they are.
That's and
that might be why
older
Brittany
conversation.
went off too, because she knew the chick was in the vehicle with him. So
like dudes will pull up with the whole car full of dudes. Car smelling like good green and everything.
Well, Classic responded to you, April. He said,
that's his wife.
He said it's tons of them.
What warrants physical what did I say? Discipline in a grown woman.
All content purposes.
What warrants that though, Classic? What would, I mean,
you cannot let your child think you're weak, especially to the mother. Why do y'all think that taking okay? I understand that y'all, it's no way to have this conversation with y'all.
I'm telling you, bro, because you're an exception.
He's an exception.
I'm telling you, you're an exception. I told you two men stand on two things: loyalty and respect. Once they are disrespected, this is how they're going to respond in a manner. And most of the time it's going to be verbal, and other times it's going to be physical. It just is what it is. That's reality. That's reality. You're an exception. You know, like I tell her, I say, do not try to defend these bitches with babies. You're gonna have when you speak, you have to speak on behalf of the single mothers or the mothers, because most of these women are not like you, and most of the men cannot just in a situation separate emotion from the situation. Because if it is you'd have completely turned everything off and said, I'm picking up my child. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, first of all, bitch, why is you talking to me like this? They be like, first of all, why is you talking to me like? So if you ain't saying why you talking to me like this, your response is because you're used to her talking to you like this. It's gonna be a response to say, bitch, if you don't shut up, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be something. Somebody is gonna respond, and it's gonna be.
But think about how many ways you could respond to that. Like I think sometimes too.
You said nothing.
No response is a response.
But I'm going to say, if you do say something, there's ways to be passive, aggressive, and sarcastic. He could have easily said, you know what, it's going to get better. I understand he's crying. It'll get better. He's a boy. He's going to toughen up.
He could have definitely did that.
And then she would have said, no, you got to be consistent. I hear you, but it'll improve. Have a good day. Like, you don't have to go into this.
This too shall pass. This too shall pass.
Classic said, if he must deal with you, you're going to respect me. He said, I promise. He said,
they still selling ski mask. Shiesty.
All for content purposes. We appreciate y'all tonight, man. He's in the NBA. Odds are he's a little corny. And secondly, the woman in the car was his wife. That elevates it past just being
I see. Yeah. Now, that being a wife, that's, I mean,
I still don't. We giving people excuses to allow their emotions to override what the goal is at hand. Like we got to stop this, man. Like I'm gonna have to have a conversation. We're gonna have to have a day fully on just being able to handle your emotions in situations that some people can't handle their emotions, man. I can't believe that blowout.
And we're gonna name it. You might be a sociopath.
That's fine.
He just know how to separate his emotions from.
And I'm gonna tell you this, Tez. I'm gonna tell you this. This could all be avoided too, because I'm not even bringing my wife to this situation. I'm not putting my wife in these situations.
If he knew how she was gonna act,
because his wife act like she was gonna hop out the car in just a second. I'm not gonna even take my wife to this situation. I'm gonna be the man. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna pick the child up every time. And if you want to be somehow present, hey, I'll put you on FaceTime while I grab them, just so if she say something happened physically, you were on FaceTime the whole time. But hey, I'm not even putting my wife in this type of situation. That's cowardly, in my opinion. We got to learn how to protect the women too. If you find you a good one, we got to talk about that stuff too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's his wife. Yeah. Because we have grown, we make different decisions. I'm capable of discretion. However, I appreciate building. Yeah, that's true. The new girl.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, my friend.
Yeah.
He said you must recognize TV has raised a couple generations straight now. That's
you right about that.
They can't say what's not in their programming. I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Sticks and stones was never true. A woman mouth is enough to warrant discipline. I don't deal with those type of women, but I've been around them.
I've been uncomfortable with the thought of straight up.
Bro, ain't nobody disrespecting you in front of your wife.
Nah. He probably just brought his wife just because he needed someone to.
He brought his wife just in case he needed so one could hop out the car. He said Ted's funny. And man, we appreciate y'all. We done come up on 2 hours and 30 minutes tonight. We appreciate y'all, man. We've been talking about that topic. I appreciate Ted's being able to ring my memory because I knew we've been hearing that topic throughout. Appreciate everybody's different thoughts, different perspectives. I'm gonna have an emotional class for y'all soon. We'll come back.
Great emotions.
I ain't coming. I ain't coming.
You gotta turn your emotions off.
Plug all the title, so that'll be the title.
If what we have to nip certain things in the bud, it has to be nipped. If not, because everybody doesn't come equipped with all tools.
Right.
They don't come equipped with all tools.
Some of them don't come equipped, but even when the person tries to give it to them, they get tainted by y'all opinions.
Depends on the teacher. All teachers teach different.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. If, let's say hypothetically, right, this is my craft, mental health. I'm giving men the tools, but then the other 20 men behind me are giving them the tools. How can we fix a cycle when y'all won't let the Jedi be the Jedi? regardless how you might think about it, you gotta let the Jedi be the Jedi. You know what I mean? You gotta let the Jedi be the
Jedi, man. Hey, ask class at that. I'm pretty sure
he said he missed April already. Give him a heart. Do it up here. Give him the hearts. Give them the hearts. April, you got somebody showing you love. You got to put it.
I don't have I'm like you have.
Smooth family, Miss April. You already know. He say, Miss April, you already know.
Oh man, they won't even. I don't know about this, Skywalker. They won't give them to us. April might shut that feature off. They won't give it to us.
I appreciate you coming through, Dre, man. For real, man. Appreciate you interacting, man.
We'll be back tomorrow night too, Dre. We'll be back tomorrow night, 8:15 tomorrow night.
Make sure you turn the notifications on so you know when we coming on.
Yeah, make sure you know when your wife coming on here. His wife wanted to go bare knuckle. But no, we appreciate everybody tonight that hopped in here. Class said, if your help involves me taking disrespect gracefully, I don't.
hey, Clay, I told you, I'm sitting over here like, what is he talking about? What is he talking about?
I tried, April. I tried.
Man, look. I
tried, man. No, but that's funny. He funny. He said, I might tab the emotions show. Go ahead. What time you going on tomorrow so we can let everybody know right now, Tez? He said, I'll be back. Just subscribe. We got a date, April. Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. She don't care about what restaurant either. Just It can be Cracker Barrel. It could be In and Out.
Cheesecake.
Yeah,
we Applebee's, Chili's.
We done taught her well, Dre. She understands reality. You know what I mean?
2:30 Central. Hey, y'all go tap in with that boy Tiz, man. 2:30 Central time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But appreciate it, man. Let them know where they can find you, and we're gonna tap out of this thing.
Conversations with Soft Rain, Instagram, TikTok, and right here on YouTube.
Uncle Plug TV across platforms from Rumble, Uncle Plug TV, YouTube, Uncle Plug TV, everywhere. And Kick, what's in your wallet,
Yeah, I'm Souls of Thought everywhere except Instagram. It's retired, no filter, but I don't do too much on there other than posting our lives. But again, we'll be back tomorrow. Classic should be live tomorrow. It looks like he's been going on around 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So we make sure y'all check him out.
Classic. I'm gonna put you up on the TV at the shop, bro. I got you.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank y'all, and we out of here, man.
What's good, my Souls of Thought family? It's your boy Norris, and I want to tell you before you leave this video today, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you haven't already, make sure you leave a comment, hit the like button, share this content, and make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And as I leave every video, God loves you, which is most importantly, I love you. You're beautiful, and your boy's out. Let go.
Yeah.